One of the great values of a music community, especially a choral community, is that we're in it together. My daughter was a senior in high school, and I wanted to write something special for her. And she has always wanted to go to college far away. We live in Texas. And so I kind of had that in the back of my mind. So I wanted to write something so she can always know where home is, and that we're always there for her, that she will always be loved. She will never be alone. Well, in early spring, she decided to go to the University of Delaware. And so that, I'm like, oh, I better get on this. And that's where I started to come up with the idea for the text. I just had the first line, or the main line, "I will sing you the stars." Just wanted her to, no matter where she was, to be able to look up and know that we were looking at the same stars, the same moon, and that somehow we were together. And so then the rest of the piece kind of fell into place from there. So in terms of teaching suggestions, I think always really understanding the text you're singing and why is always really helpful. So not just always jumping into the notes and rhythms of it. That's not really the piece. That's not what it's about. And I think regardless, you don't have to be a feeling sorry for himself dad who's just sent his daughter off to college to understand what it's like to not be near the people that we love dearly. In terms of the musicality of the piece, a sustained line is important. And that's important for a couple of reasons. One is so that it's more beautiful and singable, but even just from going back to the words, that sense of connection with one another, that sustaining of line as much as possible. One of the things I do with singers I work with is we either sing it on a zzz or we bubble sing something, because you have to maintain the airflow in order to bubble. Because if you stop the airflow, you go, right? It kind of stalls out. So anything that keeps that sense of line going and a lot of air energy, from a practical standpoint, can help bring the meaning of that text out even more. I just want people to know they're not alone. And that's for the people that I know intimately, my family, my friends. I want them to know they're not alone. But one of the great values of a music community, especially a choral community, is that we're in it together. And we experience brokenness of the self and brokenness in community. And so anything that I can do to help in any way to strengthen ties, to send the message, you're not alone, even when you feel utterly alone and lost and in the dark after you've just failed, you're not alone. There's other people who are going through it, who have gone through it. We're here for each other, so please know that.